Chapter 3355. The Great Tao does not abhor it, but I cannot accept it. The power beneath the glacier flowed like an underground river, seeming to converge from all directions yet also appearing to spread out in all directions, with an extremely complex structure. Even Lin Moyu could not quickly discern the flow of power. The world of the Nine Extremes Glacier was a vast expanse of white. There was no need for skeleton god generals to explore here. In this world, apart from glacier tea trees, there were only glacier beasts and nothing else. Lin Moyu changed direction again and again. He felt as if he was walking through a maze on a vast, boundless plain. It was very strange. If the glacier wasn't so hard and impossible to shatter, Lin Moyu really wanted to break through it and go down to see for himself. Along the way, he encountered many more glacier beasts. After repeatedly engaging with glacier beasts, he discovered some more of their characteristics. There were quite a few types of glacier beasts with various appearances. Moreover, glacier beasts retained some characteristics of wild beasts. For example, eagle-shaped glacier beasts could fly freely in the Nine Extremes Glacier, unlike himself who had his flying ability sealed. Fortunately, glacier beasts had an extremely strong desire to attack. They viewed anyone entering their sight as an enemy. Lin Moyu also discovered that the flow of power beneath the glacier would change with the glacier beasts. When a glacier beast died, the direction of power flow beneath the glacier would immediately change. It was as if it sensed the death of the glacier beast, became frightened, and suddenly retracted. The retracting power was very fast. Lin Moyu lost track of it several times. After repeatedly searching and encountering glacier beasts, Lin Moyu gradually began to understand. Whenever a glacier beast was killed, the ancient power beneath the glacier would retract, as if frightened. Glacier beasts evolved from the obsessive power it gathered. Glacier beasts were like extensions of its feelers. When a glacier beast was killed, the feeler was cut off so it would retract. This situation matched the instinctive reactions of many living beings. Just like when a person is suddenly injured, they instinctively pull back their hand. This being the case, he only needed to kill enough glacier beasts to make most of the power retract, and he could use this to find its main body. Having figured this out, the next steps became easier. Lin Moyu began to take the initiative, constantly searching for glacier beasts on the glacier ground, then determining its location based on the direction of the ancient power's retraction. After doing this several times in just half a day, Lin Moyu had already found the location of its main body. Beneath the pure white glacier, the dark currents converged to form a lake. The countless river-like powers beneath the glacier all spread out from this lake. Lin Moyu stood above the lake, sensing the other party's aura through the thick ice.
What a strange feeling. The glacier is like a huge iron plate, firmly pressing it down here. It should be trying to seep into the ground, but hasn't succeeded. It can only barely survive in the tiny gap between the ground and the glacier.
The undead eye activated again. This time, he finally saw a tiny soul flame. This soul flame was extremely small, not a complete soul flame. It should only be an avatar of a huge soul. Though called soul flames, they had various forms. The soul flames of each type of living being had their own characteristics. When Lin Moyu saw this soul flame, he couldn't help but frown.
Black blood again.
The soul flame before him was very familiar. He had seen it many times before, identical to the soul flames of those beings in the Black Blood Great Realm. The undead I saw black blood, but strangely, there was no sense of disgust from the soul. Clearly seeing black blood yet feeling no disgust was very intriguing. Lin Moyu pondered and gradually found a possibility. The black blood soul before him had clearly lost its self-awareness, only acting in an instinctive state, gathering power and evolving glacier beasts. The reason it triggered the Great Tao's disgust should be that it was already dead. At least the Great Tao considered it dead, with only instincts remaining. Like a walking corpse, it could do nothing but evolve glacier beasts. Naturally, it posed no threat to this world, so the Great Tao would not be hostile towards it. The Great Tao not being hostile didn't mean Lin Moyu wasn't hostile. He remembered clearly what those from the Black Blood Great Realm had done before. From the moment Lin Moyu saw the soul flame, He had been thinking of ways to kill it. Now that it was dead and had no consciousness, what if it evolved a new consciousness in the future? Such a thing, if left alive, would be a disaster. Unfortunately, the glacier was too thick and solid, very difficult to break.
If Supu took action, he should be able to break the glacier. But there should be other methods. Otherwise, even Supu might not be able to break through the glacier below the 7th extreme. Its power can seep out from beneath the glacier, gathering to evolve into glacier beasts, so there must be channels. The channels are.
Lin Moyu instantly understood how it broke through the glacier seal. What it used were the glacier tea trees. Glacier tea trees rooted on top of the glacier. Their roots penetrated the glacier, deeply embedding into the ground beneath, forming many tiny channels. It was by using the glacier tea trees that the power beneath the glacier could seep out bit by bit. If so, he could also use the tea trees to attack the power beneath the glacier. It was very ancient, able to exist for so many years under the glacier's suppression. It was certainly not weak. However, there was no need to directly confront it. As long as he could erase its remaining soul flame, its power would naturally dissipate. Even all the glacier beasts in this extreme would quickly collapse. Lin Moyu's gaze swept across, finding the nearest glacier tea tree. He unleashed the world-burning fire, compressing it into a thin line, then closely following the glacier tea tree, drilling down along its trunk. The glacier tea tree and glacier seemed tightly pressed together, but there was actually a tiny gap, just smaller than a hair. Lin Moyu heightened his spiritual sense to the extreme, meticulously controlling the world-burning fire, successfully passing through the gap. Following the roots, the world-burning fire finally entered beneath the glacier, then spread towards the location of the soul flame along the gap between the glacier and the ground. The soul flame had no consciousness, only retaining some instincts from when it was alive. It had no sense of the approaching danger. Under Lin Moyu's control, the world-burning fire easily approached it, then transformed into a large net enveloping it. In the undead eye's view, the soul flame began to twist violently and frantically. The world-burning fire burned fiercely, erasing its last existence.
You are already dead. These remaining fragmented scraps have no need to exist anymore. Die and be gone. Stop polluting this world, you filthy thing.
Lin Moyu's words were full of disgust. At this moment, he was expressing disgust towards the Black Blood Great Realm on behalf of the Great Tao. Faint screams could be heard. The cold wind was biting. Countless glacier beasts screamed incessantly together. Beneath the glacier, the ancient power was making its dying struggle, frantically crashing against the glacier. But it was useless. The glacier was incredibly thick. Simply couldn't break through. The burning continued for 2 minutes. Finally, the soul flame was completely burned away. Without the soul flame, everything returned to silence. The suppressed ancient power began to collapse. At this time, Lin Moyu discovered that a large number of fresh tea leaves had grown on the glacier tea tree.